Many Eastern spiritual traditions treat the physical world as an illusion, a trap to be escaped. But a distinct branch of Tantra takes a different approach. Here, this fleshy, physical reality is the mechanism for liberation. The Sanskrit roots of Tantra describe a mechanical process, Tanoti for expansion and Trayate for liberation. This framing treats consciousness as an engineering challenge rather than an abstract philosophy. The exact parameters of this system are documented in foundational manuals, specifically the ancient Kamakhya Tantram. By treating human existence as a machine to be mastered, Tantric thought inverts standard spiritual logic, converting the physical world into a functional tool. The system's origin lies in a cosmic myth of hubris. When the ruler Daksha hosted a massive sacrifice, he pointedly excluded his son-in-law, the god Shiva. Daksha's daughter, the goddess Sati, was so overwhelmed by the insult to her husband that she surrendered her life to the sacrificial fire. The Kamakhya Tantram records this fallout. Shiva's grief mutated into the destructive forces of Virabhadra and Mahakali, threatening creation itself. To save the universe, Vishnu intervened. Using his spinning chakra, he methodically severed Sati's body into pieces as Shiva carried her across the sky. Exactly where those pieces fell to the ground, the physical earth was permanently charged. These impact zones became the 51 Shakti Peethas, geographic centers of concentrated cosmic energy. Certain nodes anchor specific energies. The goddess's womb fell in Assam, establishing the supreme Kamakhya temple, while other crucial points stabilized in locations like Varanasi. The Kamakhya Tantram treats these locations as a rigorous database. This table lists the exact geographic coordinates of the Peethas, the anatomical parts they represent, and the specific deities assigned to guard them. This overarching structure establishes the physical planet as a literal, navigable grid of energy coded directly into the landscape. The Nath tradition maintains that this terrestrial grid is mirrored within the human body. An initiate doesn't need to visit all 51 external sites because they carry the entire map inside themselves. This reflects the core rule of Tantric architecture, Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande. As in the microcosm, so in the macrocosm. Subtle anatomy maps this grid onto the spinal column. The energetic axis starts at the Muladhara at the base of the spine and travels up to the Ajna center between the eyebrows. This path traces the descent of sound, the process where unmanifest sound materializes into the dense physical reality of the 50 Sanskrit letters. The text provides the technical requirements for this mapping. It isolates the Ajna chakra as a two-petaled lotus and dictates the necessity of chakra bhedana, the systematic piercing of these internal centers. This mapping transforms human biology into a scale model of the cosmos, a territory where every nerve corresponds to a coordinate in the universe. Reversing the descent of sound requires the practitioner to climb back up this internal map. The Agamas provide the directions for this psychological progression. It starts with Pashubhav. At this base tier, the practitioner is bound by societal norms and relies on external rituals to build the necessary discipline. The initiate then reaches Virabhav, the stage of the hero. This tier involves confronting taboos to break the psychological conditioning that limits the mind. The process culminates in Divyabhav, a non-dual state where the physical body and the void are perceived as a single, inseparable reality. For the advanced practitioner, the Panchamaka rituals shift into internal alchemy. Fish and wine are no longer physical objects, but representations of converging energy currents and the rising heat of Kundalini. This three-tiered progression is a deliberate system designed to unbind human consciousness through a specific sequence of stages. The 10 Dasa Mahavidyas act as specialized tools for this navigation. Each goddess represents a specific psychological force or current used to interact with different layers of the internal map. This system operates like a feedback loop. In the Agamas, Shiva teaches Parvati. In the Nigamas, Parvati teaches Shiva. It describes a universe in a constant state of self-observation. The singular outcome of this applied science is Jivan Mukti, liberation while living. A Jivan Mukta has mastered their internal geography so thoroughly that they operate with complete freedom while remaining within the physical world. By charting the cosmic geography onto our own architecture, Tantra demonstrates that we do not need to escape the world. True liberation is the realization that we are the world.